wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say we're alcoholics at all. So yeah, let's get started. Welcome back to another episode of the Stand and Drink podcast with your hosts, Beau and Brendan.
Thank you once again for joining us on this lovely evening.
Yep. For once, we're actually right on the cusp of, some breaking news, or not so much breaking news, but something very relevant.
Yeah, one day off anyway.
Well, I mean, still, close enough to it. But I think we all know what it has to be about.
OnlyFans is banning sexual content.
Yeah. So OnlyFans is, as of October 1st, is no longer going to be having sexually explicit content on their platform anymore.
But they are still allowing nudity.
Okay.
Yes, they are still allowing nudity.
Yeah.
They're just not. They're not allowing sexually explicit.
Okay. I see what you're getting at. So if it's like nudity in the sense of like educational or something.
No, they're still allowing nudity, but people have been using OnlyFans for putting things where you like to go.
Okay.
You understand? Okay.
Yeah. You might actually have to just outright tell me.
Okay. Pretty much. There's a lot of people on OnlyFans who have been using OnlyFans and all that to do video and pictures of penetration. That they're not allowing anymore.
So pornography.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. Because what I gathered from when I was reading the article, like the statement is that they're going to start cracking down on sexually explicit content only because they want to get sponsors and that.
Yeah, that's all the penetration and everything. They're still going to allow nudity.
Okay, so they're still going to have models doing
yes.
So just no actual penetrative sex. But obviously as soon as the news broke
But that's penetrative. Yeah, it's not there's no actual sex in it. It's just all masturbation. Masturbation.
So they're just getting rid of masturbation as well?
Pretty much.
Okay, so cam girls.
Yeah.
They're just getting rid of the cam girl stuff.
Pretty much.
Which is basically most of
Which is 90% of it.
I'm assuming I've never been on OnlyFans.
It's 90% of it. I haven't honestly been on it, but I have read up on it.
Yeah. I mean, because I don't. Well, I mean,
let's face it. If we want porn, we go to our normal sites.
Yeah, just go to Pornhub or Xvideos or wherever
XNXX
or whatever. Yeah. But even if
demonetized. Yeah. We're talking about pornography websites.
But something tells me this is also the cusp of that they're gonna start cracking down on this further.
Yeah,
because if they're getting rid of that kind of content, which I can understand why they want to get rid of it. But I told you a couple of days or a day or two back when it broke that when OnlyFans first came out, there was meant to be more
it was, as you
more
said,
family orientated. It was meant to be more masterclass, like I said, where it was more someone was going on there and they were showing you how to do things. So obviously one of the more popular ones from masterclass was Gordon Ramsay, when he was just doing how to have Michelin style cuisines or food that you can easily cook yourself.
Yeah.
So that's and obviously the whole idea was let's say musician got on there and you paid for his services, teach you how to play some chords and all that kind of stuff, and teach you how to do such and such.
Yeah, you're basically paying for lessons.
Exactly. That's what it was meant to be, sort of more like an educational platform. Then obviously the whole, obviously someone got onto the ideas well, look at the terms and service. Oh, doesn't it say anything about this, this, and this? Okay, now we can start doing that. And obviously, because a lot of people, a lot of FOTs and e-girls and all that kind of stuff have really cracked down on it, or made a living of it. Where the fact that I remember, I didn't watch the whole video about it. It was just a small snippet of it, but it was basically Alinity. Yeah, apparently she makes more on OnlyFans than she does through Twitch. That's including donations.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's not I don't think she says that outright, but she makes the direction I do, but she doesn't say outright that she does. And I do see even in the coming months and all that kind of stuff, OnlyFans will probably just start phasing out all anything to do with sexualized.
Yeah.
And if so, there's going to be another platform that will just start up and, people will start moving.
Here's the thing is, there's a lot of sites out there already that like you can, if you want to go watch cam girls, it's quite easy.
Yeah.
Like even Pornhub has a cam girl section where you can actually jump into live cam girls. So it's like all they're doing is they're trying to release something else that's already out there.
Yeah. But I think with those kind of cam girl ones, I think you're under contracts.
Oh,
I'm not sure, but I think obviously because whoever the hosting site who's hosting it, like Pornhub, gets their cut and all that kind of stuff. But I'm pretty sure they might be like, it's like an actual business venture where you have to sign contracts and do some stuff. Where OnlyFans, it's independent.
yeah. Well, yeah, all the money goes to the...
OnlyFans gets their cut.
Yeah.
Obviously because of fees and all that kind of stuff. So if, someone charges, $10 for like the lowest platform, obviously, OnlyFans will get like a 10-15% cut or whatever their cut is. So that's how obviously if OnlyFans gets their revenue and all that. And obviously stock shares, which obviously, when, OnlyFans started to really get up, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry already, or it's a billion-dollar business already. So it's a Fortune 500 company now.
You do realize how you're ending things. It's not really leaving anything open to discussion, right?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, that's what I'm getting around.
You're getting around to it. If you get around to it, we wait for you to get around to it. It's going to be a half a fucking hour.
Good.
No, not good.
But I mean, it's just like, fun, open-ended. Do you see OnlyFans going the way of getting rid of all sexually explicit, like all sexually?
I say yes and no.
How so?
I reckon they'll keep nudity on there and things like that, but they'll keep it. They'll stick with the rules they're properly implementing now, which is no sexually explicit content.
Yeah. Well, I think because I'm pretty sure like people are still waiting on from virtually the new terms and services update. That's where it's coming into. Whether, this is like, what's been already thrown out, like this is what's already going to be cancelled or not going to be accepted, but is there going to be other stuff added to it?
I say this is a trial run for them. Honestly, wouldn't know what happens in the future. I reckon they're going to find out how much money that they're going to lose from doing this and go, oh shit.
Yeah. But well, that's the thing, because they're trying to get the sponsors, they're trying to get adverts, they're trying to get
as they've said themselves, they're trying to become more mainstream.
Yeah, that's the thing, because they already are mainstream.
Yes, but they're mainstream in that sort of crowd, not generalized.
Yeah. But then, people have brought up, like, this couldn't, end in the fate like what Tumblr did. Because Tumblr, back in the day was, just a free-for-all, forum sites where it had, like, a lot of NSFW.
Yeah, not safe for work stuff.
Yeah, content on there. And then, whoever took over the platform and all that kind of stuff just got, like, banned everything that was related to sexual content.
Yep.
The user base just plummeted.
Yeah, massively.
Yeah.
Like, and they're going to see the same plummet with this.
Well, unless they've already got, sponsorships and all that sort of line, like...
No, here's the thing. It's because of all that content that they were finding it hard to get from sponsorships. Now that they're saying, okay, yep, none of this anymore, now they're probably going to start approaching more people. But at the same time, everyone's going to be waiting until they see, okay, how popular is OnlyFans going to become? Like when it's catering for more people and not just that. More than likely is their stocks and all that are going to plummet quite badly because that's all they're really known for. That's all OnlyFans is really known for.
See, I knew about OnlyFans like for the briefest moment about like, it was being educational because I remember seeing like a ad for it one time. Like I think it was like a YouTube ad. It was just something.
Yeah,
like
how long ago was that? Like 5 years?
Oh, well, whatever it was like maybe 2 years back. Yeah. And that's the first time I heard of OnlyFans. And then OnlyFans started to really pick up when like a lot of the thoughts and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. In other words, it picked up and became more well known when all these bloody when it basically damn near became porn.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what are they going to do now? Like they can try and cater towards like what they originally hoped to do, but let's face it, they're known for one thing now.
Well, that's when like if I was to be the OnlyFans sort of got like in the board and all that, what I would be doing is how about we make like a separate site.
Mm.
You know, like OnlyFans adults or whatever, like just something.
Yeah, it's like that you need to try and, like, if they want to keep on going and, like I said, they've already got a reputation as being basically porn.
Yeah. So, like, they could...
And that's going to be a very hard reputation to get rid of.
Of course it will be. But then that's when I say, like, you know, probably just embrace it and open up, like, another company underneath that, basically.
Yeah, not so much another company, just another...
Well, another site.
Yeah, a subsidiary.
Yeah, subsidiary, where it's literally just catered to anything sexual. So then you move everything off OnlyFans and keeping what you want on OnlyFans. Because a lot of people are moving on to OnlyFans, whether it is sexual or non-sexual. Because a lot of people, you know, especially...
Majority, we both know what it is.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, though, like, because a lot of people are not... You know, because they're not making money from YouTube and all that, because they're obviously getting fucked over.
Yep.
Then you know, they make their money from Patreon, whether they have enough, you know, Patreon, you know, patrons and all that kind of stuff. So then some people go onto OnlyFans, but they don't do anything like, you know, sexual or anything. They actually just put up, like, you know, other kind of content where it's sort of like you pay as you go sort of thing.
We're just doing a round robin. Pretty much we'll go back to the exact same argument. So
it always will. Like I can understand why OnlyFans is doing what they're doing.
Mm.
Should they do it is probably the better question. Should they change what OnlyFans is about, or should they just embrace it?
They should probably just embrace it, because right now they're about to lose a lot of money.
Yeah, but that naturally will happen, though. But then, you know, they may bounce back, or the company will fail.
See what happens, because like I said, and yes, we're basically repeating ourselves, they become known mainstream for this content.
Yeah.
Everyone knows OnlyFans for this content.
Yeah.
They're now saying this content's going bye-bye.
So they can go the way of Tumblr, or they can go the way of YouTube, basically.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, that's pretty still bad.
Oh, yeah, I still say they're going to go the way of Tumblr.
Just getting rid of all porn.
Yeah, they're going to try to, and
slowly over time. So instead of like doing it all in one hit, they're just going to...
Yeah, they're going to try and do it over and over and over, or like...
Changing the tones.
And it's just going to come back and bite them in the ass.
Yeah. But by that time, though, like, you know, all the people that have anything to do with OnlyFans, like, mainly, like, you know, the owners and the board members and all that kind of stuff, they're going to be filthy rich off it anyway. Yeah, like, they already are.
They already are.
So they don't... like, the thing is, like, I don't think they really care if this goes under.
I reckon they do, but not as much as you'd think.
Because it's just... Well, because then something will always take its place. Like, because what was before TikTok? Like, there was something before TikTok. Was it Vine, or was there something else in between?
I think it was Vine. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I remember, because I know there was Vine, and then afterwards was TikTok. But I think there was something in the middle. I can't remember, but I know it
was very, very short-lived. Whatever it was.
That's what. Yeah, whatever it was. So Vine came along. You know, it was, you know, hugely popular because of 6-second, 7-second videos and all that kind of stuff. Now TikTok came along. It's like, oh, that was it's very popular right now. And again, obviously, that has also drawn the bloody FOTs and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I will never, ever, ever download TikTok on my phone.
Oh, I have no interest in, like, TikTok at all.
No, I'm... Mainly because who owns it?
Oh, what? I know it's like China or someone.
Yeah.
What, Tencent, is it?
Yeah, it's Tencent.
Tencent, yeah. Of course, yeah.
So thus, I will never have anything that's Tencent on my phone.
You have Blizzard on your
nope.
computer?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I do. So Tencent's already mine. But the thing as well. Actually, do you own Modern Warfare?
Which one?
Well, I mean, do you own anything owned by Activision?
Oh, what are they?
They're a subsidiary to Blizzard, which is a subsidiary to
yes,
Tencent.
Yeah, but they also run in their own thing. They don't use the other company's tech. They've got their own shit.
Yeah, but they're still a subsidiary though. So
so you're getting into technicalities and minor details because you want to be an arsehole.
Exactly. Yeah.
So how about you pull your head out of your ass because I'm not in the mood.
Well, I think that's enough with OnlyFans anyway. So what is that? So what were you giggling about in the kitchen?
So Skyrim's getting another release.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
The anniversary release coming out 11th of November.
Why?
It's going to have 500 community-made mods built into it. So new quests, new graphic overhauls, new items, everything like that, and they're releasing it 11th of November.
How many times have they released fucking Skyrim?
This is already the most re-released game ever.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Like, come on! Like, no one wants to fucking. Honestly, if people are gonna buy this, they should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, you can either buy the whole thing or you can just buy the little, like, for a little extra money, get the upgraded version. And it's coming to all current consoles, including PS4, Xbox, Xbox One, everything like that.
So how about, well, for me, because I've got Skyrim on my computer, all I can do is just figure out what bloody mods are on there, install them on.
It's 500 of them.
Yeah,
But here's the thing: the company's actually made it so all of them work in tangent without fucking up everything.
Yeah, so they're just taking the code and incorporated it into the game much more efficiently than what mods could.
Yes.
Like,
so in other words, you try running 500 mods at once.
Yeah, I can.
That will crash your computer.
But I mean, just like how much can they beat this dead horse? Seriously, like, does anyone honestly care about Skyrim?
It's already a skeleton, and they're still beating it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, everyone's over. It's like, yeah, okay, Skyrim's big and all that. Give us Elder Scrolls 6 already.
Did the people at Bethesda, like, look at all these memes about, like, you know...
Yeah, they see the memes that are still going, ooh, it's still popular.
Oh, yeah, that means people must still want to play. It's like, no, that's the idea. It's like, we don't want it anymore because...
We have everything we want for it.
You know, you've released it like bloody 15 times. We're just waiting for it to be released on
I can only kill Elderwind so many times in so many ways.
Fucking hell, man.
And let's face it, with you've seen what I can do in that game.
Yeah. I think I've played that game, like, you know, collectively, like, over, like, couple hundred, maybe close to 1,000 hours. You know, I've restarted that game, like, you know, God knows how many times. You know how many times I've actually honestly killed Elderwind? Like, maybe 10 times.
Yeah, I've probably only killed him 3.
Yeah, like, because I get through most of the game, like, you know, do as much as I can. And I'm like, oh, what else is there to do? And I look around and go, oh, shit, I still haven't done this fucking quest.
And problem is because there's constantly miscellaneous quests. You can never not.
Yeah.
Because of the algorithm in the game, new miscellaneous quests always appear.
Yeah.
There's never an end to them. Like, but yeah, when, like, with me, I've only killed him 3 times.
Yeah.
I'll do it 3 times. Once with the sword, once with a bow, and once with just pure magical power.
Yeah.
And you've seen how I'm like when I build up my mage.
Yeah.
You got to admit, that was evil.
Yeah.
I go from level 15 to max level in like a minute?
That's true, yeah. But I mean, like, I just don't even know what to say anymore. Because I know this is obviously like Bethesda's like B or C team. This is not their A team because they're obviously focusing. Because they're focusing on Elder Scrolls 6 and what their new game, like Starfleet or whatever it's called.
Starfield, I think.
Starfield
I'm
or
not
Starfield. 100%. Like there was something that was announced during E3, but I was like, whatever.
Yeah,
like,
let's face it, this E3 was. Yeah,
no one
watched it.
I think we already talked about it already. Like, had nobody watched it, even like we didn't watch it.
Yeah.
And like we had all the time in the world to watch it, and we chose not to.
Yeah, I was like, nah, I'm done.
I would rather just, because all I did was like, you know, I just jumped on my computer and just played some games.
Hey, that's because there's a lot of, like, PlayStation pulled out of E3.
Yeah.
So it was just Microsoft and
then Nintendo didn't. What did Nintendo have E3 or did they do?
They did a very, very small thing at E3 and that's it.
And that was basically what? That was to like announce Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, it was.
So it was like their announcement to their own conference, basically.
Like Sony's got all their own conferences now. They don't need E3. Nintendo's got their own thing.
They don't need
E3.
You don't need E3 in general anymore.
No, but it used to be such a big deal, but now it's just died in the ass.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying that in, you know,
it was dying before COVID.
Yeah. The viewership just plummeted every time. Yeah. But like but the thing is, like, you don't need E3 anymore because all they are now are just glorified ads.
Yeah, much.
Pre-rendered ads of, like, you know, in-game footage, which is like, it's bullshit when they say that.
Yeah.
You know, it
Like,
probably
like it, as you say, didn't beaten a dead horse. Yeah, Cyberpunk
so.
in-game footage.
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
that's beating a dead
see,
horse. That was a low blow.
yeah. Like they had 7 years. You know, they worked on that for 7 years.
It was first announced 2012.
So what? 8 years. So they worked on it for 8 years, and then they released it in that pile of shit.
Yeah, but at the same time, can't blame the developers. You can only really blame the people that told them that we're releasing it. The higher ups.
Yeah.
They wanted to work on it longer. The higher ups were the ones that forced them to do it.
Well, like I said, they had 8 years though.
Yeah, but at the same, you look at how complex the game is.
But the thing is though, because what they should have done was just worked on it on a computer sort of scale instead of trying to do it through cross-platform scaling.
And then throwing in that at the last minute, they then had to do it for PS5 and Xbox.
That's probably what killed it was because the
next gen consoles.
So what they should have done, like most other console, or what other companies have done, was just literally release the game in current gen, and then
at a later date do
next gen
release. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But I think but that game that honestly that game felt like it. Now it feels playable. It still feels a bit rough.
You were playing it on PC. That's the best version of it.
It's still rough as fuck.
Yeah, try doing it on previous gen console.
No.
Y'all can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, nah. I don't know. For me, in comparison to what they released before which was The Witcher 3.
Yeah, Witcher 3 is a fucking masterwork.
It honestly felt like a massive step down.
Oh, I agree with you that. Witcher 3 is a fucking masterwork.
Both in gameplay and story. The environment was good. They were good at environments.
Yes.
Like, the whole of Night City plus, the wastelands and all that kind of stuff.
But the story for it was shit. Like, they could have done so much better. So much more.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's where The Witcher 3 kills it, because you're not so much focusing in on the actual main quest line, because you're learning about the world around it. Because I'm still playing Witcher 3, and I'm just still in Velen, which is the second area.
Yeah.
And you came up to me and you're like, oh my god, oh my god, you're already in Velen, you're already in the second area. But then I went back and looked at White Orchard, which is the first area that you start at. It's actually small. It's like it's a third of the size.
Yeah, I'd still wouldn't leave White Orchard until I'm at least level 10.
But you can't grind in that.
You can to a certain degree.
Yeah, but you can only...
Yeah, it is possible.
But you can only get XP from quests.
No, you can get XP from killing things.
In my one, I'm not getting XP from killing monsters.
I thought you could.
Unless you're playing on Are you playing on the easiest?
Normal.
Or normal. So that's where I'm playing.
I always play normal.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not getting XP from killing monsters like.
No, you only get a small amount of XP, but you still get XP.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't have that kind of time or patience.
Yeah.
If I'm not going to sit there. I'm not a grinding sort of person. Like, I sort of progress as we go along.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Whereas it's me. I'm a min-maxer. So.
Yeah. So I couldn't see myself sitting at White Orchard. But back onto it. So even with The Witcher, amazing. Not even the storyline. The story is already amazing, but just the characters, the environments, the creatures, all the contracts and everything, all the quests. For some reason, all the quests are virtually the same, but each one of them feels unique in a way. And it's very hard for a lot of games that do fetch quests or follow the trail quests. They all seem like they all repeat themselves, but they all feel the same. In The Witcher, somehow it just feels unique each time.
Yeah, whereas right now Cyberpunk, I'm just too OP. I run through and it's like, oh, look, there's a big group of enemies. Oh, look, they're all dead.
Yeah.
And I'm playing it on normal. I actually upped the difficulty to hard, and I'm still one-shotting most.
Yeah.
But then you see my build. It's fucking evil.
Well, the fact that, literally, the strongest, weapon in the game is literally a suppressed revolver. That's it. You get a suppressed revolver, boom, you can complete the game.
Skippy all the way.
Or Skippy. But I'm just, that's the thing. But
Skippy, the 9mm pistol.
see, and that's where I think also they fucked up on Cyberpunk was the loot and shoots. I hate the loot and shoot style mechanic.
There, I will say, there's like, and one thing that's pissed me off still to this day is you can't just go through the menu when you're in a shop and go select, and just sell everything all at once. You have to select them
individually and sell them individually in that. Yeah.
Considering it's a loot and shoot, how fucking dumb do you have to be to make me go through 300 plus items, selling every item individually? It's like, fuck
See,
off.
I wouldn't even, like, if it was up to me, I wouldn't even have it as a loot and shoot style. I would have it maybe more like, you know, you find better versions of weapons. So you don't like, it's not like you kill an enemy, this weapon does, like, you know, 2 or 3 extra DPS. Okay, I'll pick that up. It'd be more like, okay, you have, like, you unlock guns as they go along, and then you just upgrade them as you go, and then you sort of equip which ones you feel like you feel more comfortable with, which a lot of games do that anyway.
Yeah, or make it so like not every enemy has to drop a gun. Like, make it so they fucking drop things that you can get money, because honestly, money in that game is not exactly easy to come by.
No, it's not.
Like, just make it so that you drop loot to, like, just junk items that you can just sell automatically instead of weapons that you then have to go through, like, every now and then. Make it so, new weapons drop, and actually get you excited instead of like, it's a new weapon.
Yeah, even with the clothing in that as well. It's like, okay, now I've got the best clothes, and let's say you go buy some of the best clothes. Did it kill the next one? Oh, great! Now the pair of pants that I just bought are useless because this one has like 10 plus armor.
And that's why I'm a crafting god in it.
Yeah.
You've seen what I'm like. It's like, I've gone up a few levels. Okay, time to upgrade everything. Yeah. I just level up everything that I've already got on.
Yeah. See, like there's only one game where I was happy for loot and shooting, and that was the Division. That's the only time I was only amenable to the idea of loot and shoot.
Borderlands.
But with Borderlands though,
there's
every
always
gun was unique. That was the difference.
No, there's different. There's different variants of guns and all that. Like,
but it kept the freshness to it. That was the idea. So the guns still felt unique.
Let's face it. In Borderlands 2, if you had Unkept Herald, double penetrating Unkept Herald, a Northfleet, an Ogre, and probably a Sandhawk, you're pretty much set for basically anything.
Yeah. Speaking of Borderlands, who was your favorite boss out of all of them? Out of all the games that you played? Yeah, because I know mine straight away.
Out of all the Borderlands, favorite bosses.
Any Borderlands, even the shitty pre-sequel, which killed 2K Australia.
I haven't played that enough to really...
Don't play it.
No, I have said I haven't played it enough to remember it.
Sorry, I thought you said you haven't played it.
Listen.
Too late, no. Because my favorite boss is, funny enough, the very first boss you ever play in Borderlands, Nine Toes. The only reason why...
9 toes and 3 balls.
Yeah, 9 Toes. He also has 3 balls.
I don't know. I reckon it would probably be you're going, it was one of the DLCs. And it's like, okay, big boss time. And then he dies because he falls down the stairs.
Oh, I don't even know that one.
I'm pretty sure it's in 2. I think it's where you go. I think it might have been the big game hunt. I'm not too sure. But you go up against this doctor something, and literally, it's like in big boss introduction and everything, and then he falls down the stairs and dies.
Ah. Okay.
So you didn't even have to fight him. It was like, big boss, and then dead.
Because it kind of feels like that quest. I think it was number 2 where you have to shoot Psycho in the head. Was that number 3?
No, that's number 2. And the actual side. It's an actual side quest
where it's just like shoot the Psycho in the head because he's just sitting there going.
He's actually his name's McShooty Face.
McShooty Face, and quest is shoot him in the face.
And when you do, you hear, just as he's flying off the cliff, you hear him go, "Thank you."
Yeah, because the whole time he's just in there, come on, shoot me the fucking...
Yeah, not in the arm, not in the leg, shoot me in the face. And then you go bang, and he's like, "Thank you."
Oh, back when 2K was actually good. God, a lot of
No, that was Borderlands. Yeah, that was number 2.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like back when 2K was good.
Yeah, Borderlands 3 is a little bit.
See, a lot of these.
Borderlands 2 is the best Borderlands game out there. Borderlands 3, I don't know why, but something in it just feels wrong.
I think it's probably because it's like the transplanetal transportation.
Nah, I think it's story-wise. It just makes it feel off. Like I've played the whole story, and honestly, it's
also I didn't feel like any of the characters were, weren't memorable. Like, obviously, like we just talked about.
I could do a massive spoiler because it's the one thing that really pissed me off about it, and it's a massive spoiler.
What year did this game come out? Like 2018 or 6? Like
I think 18.
Yeah. So this is a if we have people who've traveled from the past to the future before this game was released, spoiler alert.
That stupid fucking teenage fucking siren that because she's so selfish, she's like, I want this, I want that, it kills fucking Lilith and the other siren, you piece of shit. Why the fuck would you end 2 awesome siren stories with this teenage selfish little shit that just wants, I want to be this, I want to do that, I want to do this. And thanks to her, 2 sirens get killed.
Yep.
Go fuck yourself. That's part of the story that made me go, nah, I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
Those 2 characters were good. This is just a whiny little bitch and you want us to care about her? No, go to fuck yourself.
See,
it's not growth. You're just killing off 2 characters so you can make this one seem important.
See, because it was the 3rd game in the series, so this is the climax.
They're technically 4th,
but in the trilogy wise,
trilogy wise.
So this was the 3rd. So this obviously it has to exceed all expectations. Characters have to die. Characters this and this.
Granted, there is hints that Liz's not dead. Yeah. But anyway.
But whether they release, Borderlands 4 or whatever.
Yeah, like there's actually there's a Tiny Tina standalone one coming out.
So instead of focusing their time on like releasing a Borderlands 4, which would be awesome, they're going to be doing like isn't it like a it's sort of like medieval themed?
Yeah, it's Tiny Tina. It's basically going to be based on Dragon's Keep. Because that one was so good, they want to go and fuck that as well.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep. That was. There's a reason why it won so many awards. It was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. Jesus. They just know how to fucking just absolutely fucking. Yeah,
we're gonna milk something, and you killed it.
Yep, you just murdered it. All right, time for Search for the Worst now.
Yeah, and you already know my views on this one.
Well, obviously we got, as you
okay, for today's selection in Search for the Worst.
So before, you say the 3, then I'll say the reasons why.
Okay, well, for his first selection was
Pabst Blue Ribbon, which is a Milwaukee beer.
American beer, yep. Okay, one that most people know is Tooheys. I'm happy with Tooheys.
Yeah.
And then this piece of shit decided to get this beer, which as soon as I saw it, I just dropped it and went, you're an asshole. Our lovely 4X Gold.
See, the reason why I chose these 3 beers, and you're wondering why it's 3 beers, it's because when I was looking, I was like, okay, I'm looking
we should have kept with the
2 beers.
Yeah.
But the thing was, I looked at them and I saw them and I was like, okay, Pabst Blue Ribbon, definitely got to do that because I have never tried Pabst Blue Ribbon. And
so we should have saved that for a comparison against another American beer, not 2 Aussie beers.
No, because the idea behind it is because, and this is the reason why I got the 3, because last week we did 2 Victorian beers.
Yes.
So today we're doing from our brethren to the north of Queensland and our brethren to the north again of New South Wales. But I also feel like we have to compare it to an American beer as well.
We've, from our Budweiser versus Coors, well, yeah. Last American beer we've had was pretty damn shit.
That's what I mean. So that's what I mean. It's like, I can still remember the taste of these 2 beers, and obviously Coors was the worst. Yes. So is this going to be worse than Coors, or is this going to be better than Budweiser? But is it going to be better than the shittest Australian beer that I can think of at the moment, which is
And mate, well, from what you told me
It's
about this one, all I can think in my head is ding 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 ding.
Yeah. See, the reason why I also picked perhaps Blue River was because of that South Park episode where Kenny's goes to the foster home and they're agnostic, and they basically the idea behind it, it's like beer, but it's also like root beer.
Oh god.
So it's like it's somewhere in between. So it's it's an agnostic beer. So I'm going to give you the honors to choose the first beer we would like to try.
I'm going to hate this. I want to get the worst one out of the way because I know I'll have.
Okay, so we're going to be doing the first one, which is Pap. I'm joking. I know it's going to be 4X.
Yeah.
Even I don't drink this shit. All right, so
this is proof that Queenslanders.
Also, I had to give
buds.
I had to give us a disadvantage as well. So it had to be in tinnies or a can, as we like to say in Australia. In Australia, it's a tinny.
Had to be in a tinny, mate.
It has to be in a tinny. So I have to give us a disadvantage because I remember drinking the BV and the Melbourne bitter through the stubbies. Actually, quite nice. I remember drinking BV through a tinny. It was terrible. So I'm thinking, have to give it that metallic taste as well.
Okay, let's get this shit done.
First things first. Oh. Okay, first things first. Bit of a. Okay. Okay, that actually, for me, doesn't smell too bad. Okay.
See, here's the thing. It smells like stale beer.
It's definitely been sitting out for a little bit. I get it's not stale, but it's been out for someone's cracked it, taken a sip, put it down for a little bit, and just forgot.
Put it down for about half an hour to an hour,
and then they've gone and picked up
and it's a hot summer day,
and they picked up like a 10. They've forgotten the bit, like, I forgot I had that. All right,
okay, I hate you.
All right, let's do this. Oh, that's weak as fuck.
Yep.
Oh, like, we've had Great Northern before.
Yep.
And that's a Queenslander beer.
Yep. But it actually tastes nice.
That's actually really... What is this? This a...
Man, let's have a look.
Try and find the volume of this. 3 point... It's a mid-strength.
It's a mid-strength beer.
But the thing is, a Great Northern's a mid-strength as well. And Great
Northern... Great Northern tastes nice. But here's the thing. Great Northern's not a bloody Queensland beer.
It is.
Is it? I thought it was Northern Territory.
It's actually Great... No, it's a Great North... it's a territory. But it's further up.
Oh, it's Cape Town beer.
Basically.
Yeah.
And this is probably closer down towards the border. So that's
this is probably a Brizzy beer.
Probably. Oh, okay. That's fucking weak as piss.
Yep.
Okay, but
now, the aftertaste is horrid.
Yeah. So is it better or worse than American beer?
Still better than Coors. That's just flavored piss.
Okay, so it's obviously definitely. So Coors is still at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like Coors is still bottom. Is it better than a Budweiser?
I will slap you for even asking that question.
All right. So far we have one American beer that's still better than this. All right.
It's Budweiser. That's because Budweiser is pretty alright. Yeah. Stop.
Jesus. Okay. So
okay.
Next, what are we doing? Are we doing north of the border or are we doing across the ocean?
I'm keeping Tui's for the last.
All right.
Okay.
A Pabst Blue Ribbon. Okay. 300. Okay.
Yeah, 330ml can. It's a 4.6.
Okay, this is a full strength beer. Look at the size of the beer. I'm assuming you guys get like bigger beers than like a freaking 300.
Nah, because here's the thing, mate. You don't want much space when you smack it across your head to shrink it.
Fuck. Okay, let's do it.
And also, it needs to be well hidden so you can sneak it into parties and shit.
Yeah. Okay, the cracking of that wasn't too bad. I actually liked. Okay, first thing. Okay.
That smells sweet to me.
Smells fruity. Yeah, I'm getting a very...
Yes, you are very fruity.
Well, that's actually quite nice. It's almost like bordering like an IPA-ish.
I'll agree with you on that one.
It's actually not bad.
I'm actually a little... Well, considering Coors tasted like flavoured piss, that's a lot better than Coors.
I didn't even say that's better than Budweiser, to be actually honest.
I'd say you're pushing it with that one. Close, but not quite.
No, I reckon it just beats it.
I say it's just underneath it.
Ooh, okay.
But that just comes down to individual tastes.
Yeah. But honestly, not bad actually.
And you do realize you're going to be drinking the ones that I don't.
Oh, for fuck. Yeah, you can drink like you could at least drink
beer's not my thing at all.
All right.
Last but not least, our Tui's extra dry, mate.
Extra dry.
4.4s.
See, I wanted to try and find Tui's new and Tui's old, because then we could have made magpies. Which is the weirdest thing, right?
Beer drinker, non-beer drinker.
Okay, the weirdest thing is, though, so a magpie is literally a half Tui's new and half Tui's old, right? But the weird thing about it is, because Tui's is New South Wales beer, magpies are only made in Victoria. So if you go to a bar in New South Wales and they'll order a magpie, they'll like look at you and go like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
So here's the thing, though: why name after one of our most vicious birds in Australia?
Because because people who are drinking it probably from Collingwood.
Oh fucking Christ!
That's like I'm just like, you know, Collingwood magpies. Yeah, that's what I mean. So
yeah.
All right, so again,
Let's go.
Okay, again, not bad of a crack. Smells all right. Smells pretty good.
Yeah, but it's not overbearing, but you can smell that it's a beer, but it's not overbearing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that tastes like home. Yep.
Besides from a slight bitterness, I can't really taste piss out of it. It doesn't have much flavour.
I know, it's very. Whether that's the actual.
It really, honestly, to me, it does not have flavour. Like, considering you go from past that has a lot of flavour to that, nothing.
See, I'm very tossed up right now because I know like the clear.
You've already shunned your New Zealand heritage. New
South Welshman heritage.
Yep. You've already said you're now a Victorian. Fuck
yeah.
New South Wales.
See, unfortunately, like I had to give the clear winner to Pabst Blue Ribbon
that's
for the best. Like
that's a real nice beer, right?
To be actually like, you know, the one that says that's the least, like it's the better tasting one, I should say.
Yeah.
So now it really comes down to whether it's Ted's or Tui's Extra Dry or 4X. See,
extra dry I could drink. I won't be able to taste shit except for the bitterness on my tongue.
See,
but 4X.
I'm sort of in the middle right now because I'm on the same level as with you on both. Like this is like, you know, like you say, stale beer that's been left out for like half an hour to an hour, right?
And this has basically no taste.
But then this one has no taste. So that's what I mean.
And it says the clean, crisp taste. What taste?
The taste of carbonated water, I guess.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right. So
if I wanted a carbonated water, I'll just fucking. Well. Yeah, I'm with you on this one. Again, tastes like warm beer.
Yep.
A really bad aftertaste. That I can drink because it doesn't really have a taste.
See, I'm actually going to give it to Ted's being the worst, only because I can't taste anything. That's like,
see, I prefer no taste over shit taste.
Like, I know it's a shit taste, but I would rather a shit taste than no taste. Because
I could skull. That would make me vomit.
Like, unfortunately, we're gonna have to be in an impasse here. I reckon we're gonna have to get people in the comments saying, you know, which is the shitter. So you can't say that Pabst is the shit. Like, we're not gonna accept that.
There will be comments.
Of course, there's gonna be comments, but we're not,
because you're fucking clickbaiting this shit.
Exactly, that's what I want to clickbait, baby. But like, Pabst Blue Ribbon, it's the clear winner. It's the least shitty tasting beer.
Yeah, it's a nice tasting beer.
There we go. I'll even say that. It's a nice, good job, America. You actually got a beer done well.
Yeah, but at the same time, they've got a lot of beers.
Yeah, so I reckon
you've done a beer well for the ones we currently have tried.
Yeah, you know that's 3 out of how many? Exactly.
That's probably 7th or 8th American beer out of like 300.
Probably. Yeah. So we're going to leave it up to our viewers, actually. So you're going to have to decide whether, you know, Ted's is the worst or Forex is the worst. If you never tried them, go out to your local Dan Murphy's.
And wait for the rage at me for what I've said about Queenslanders. Don't worry, I was born there.
What do you mean, the two heads?
I was born in Queensland. Don't mean I'm a Queenslander.
So that's what that scar on your shoulder was. It was just to remove that second head.
Yeah, nah. Thankfully for me, I got dropped on my head was a baby. With me, that put a few more brain cells in my head.
But
that's okay right now. Queensland's smarter than bloody Sydney.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we have to talk about Sydney. I mean, like...
I know. That's why I was leading into it.
As much as I talked shit about, Bethesda beating a dead horse, I have to beat a dead horse right now, which is Sydney, which is literally becoming...
He's not just beating a dead horse, he's fucking turkey slapping and teabagging it.
So, as we all know, Sydney's, COVID, boop, gone crazy. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to elaborate any further on that.
Understatement of century.
Yeah. So, Sydney today has broken the record for the most infections in a single day for any Australian state and or territory.
Even bet Victoria, which at its worst was what, 720?
725 cases a day, and we only ever got one day of that.
And that was at our worst, and they kicked our ass.
So today they got 826 or 25 new cases in a single day.
And thank you, Friendly Geordies, for giving me a lot more information of what the current... What's her name?
Gladys Berejiklian.
Yeah, the one that's trying to blame unvaccinated people.
Gladys.
The reason why this goes so bad is because you're not getting vaccinated.
Okay, we'll come back to Friendly Geordies. Bit of a sidetrack.
I'm starting to love Friendly Geordies.
For the information and the comedy, or mainly for the comedy?
Mainly for the information, because I really need to start learning about Australian politics.
I like him. I like him for equally both for the information and for the comedy. But I love his comedy though.
Yeah, I like how he's calling out people and that shit.
Yeah, but I reckon what the main issue is for it's predominantly like the Sydney area, but obviously I have to say New South Wales because the entire state is all accounted for in this. Because our worst was 725, and that was in a single day. But when you looked at our numbers, it was like 100, 200, 300, 400, then like 700. And then after the 700, it started going down straight away.
Yeah.
But ours was a very sharp, straight up.
A very sharp incline followed by a very sharp decline.
Theirs has been a very
gradual
and slow increase to, being 800. And me and Brendan today, I told him within next week they're going to hit 1,000 cases. They will break any record, and any state or territory won't be able to beat that.
Hey, I was going to say by the end of this week, but then I realized how close to the end of the week we were.
Yeah, so I said
if today was either, I reckon if today was Thursday, it would be over 1,000. That'd be over 1,000. If today was Thursday,
yeah,
that'd be over 1,000 by Sunday.
See, I'm thinking about Tuesday.
I say Tuesday, Wednesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah,
and they're still she's still not doing Bunnings is shutting down up in New South Wales or closing down and obviously doing Power Pass and trade members. They're actually doing it now.
Well, they're just doing the Power Pass and
yeah, but they closed to normal. No, but the thing is though. They went nearly 2 months still being open to customers.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, and it was only a couple of a day or two ago that they've started to close down for I'm assuming for retail normal retail customers.
Dear God.
Yeah. And there was this whole idea of the hypocrisy behind it because people could still go on the Bunnings and do their shopping, but you can't go to the park or the skate park or the playground or something.
God.
Yeah. That's how bad it was up there. Because she's, as you know, she's a corporatist. She was listening to the businesses, to the oligarchs up in New South Wales.
I'm just thinking in my head, what we've experienced, can you imagine still open to the public with all that?
I wouldn't. I couldn't even think about it, to be actually honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't be around.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. I've always said, look, when it comes to that, they should, because especially after last year, there are so many people with power passes that have no real need for them.
Well, for Victoria,
In
yes.
Victoria, yes. There are so many people with power passes that have no need of them.
Yeah.
The only reason they got them is so they could leave their house and get shit that they could easily order online, so they could walk around in store doing whatever the fuck they want.
Well, it was the loophole. That was it.
And and honestly, Bunnings really needs to crack down.
Oh, no, they are now. Because during like the last lockdown, at one of the stores I was working at, I was talking to one of the people who worked down at the trade desk, and they would turn around and say, like, yeah, we had like, the government / the police turn around and start telling us, like, we have to start, actually properly vetting, applications and all that, and actually start refusing people who aren't, legitimate, business holders. And
here's the thing: it's not so much vetting them; it's also like as long
God,
as
I can hear us scratching through the headphones.
Yeah, I know. But here's the thing: it's not vetting them that's the issue. It's the simple fact is they like their contracts say if you come in with someone else's power pass, they are legally allowed to confiscate it and cancel the account.
Yeah,
they never do.
Oh, well, because you have to go through the process of grabbing the power pass, grabbing an ID, but
it's a male's name and a woman's coming in.
Yeah, but what if it's a business? That's what I mean. Like, if it's a business on it, then how can you turn around?
It is not. Here's the thing: in the contract, another person is not allowed to come in with your power pass.
But if it's under the business name.
Here's the thing, it might have the business name on it, but it also has the person's name on it. If the other person that's coming in with it, if they work with that business, they can get a power pass through that business account with their name on it.
But, so, like, I understand, but, like, obviously Bunnings is never going to enforce that policy.
No, but, God, I wish they did. I would have so much fun.
But then, like, because
it's what would make me want to go back.
But that also brings into the argument of, like, if they're, like, if the stores were open normally and all that kind of stuff, and you have someone who goes into, like, the tool shop, goes to the shop, pays for an item, oh, here's the power pass, oh, is your name this? Oh, no, this is my boss's card. Well, that's actually not your card. Bang. That's what I mean. It's sort of like, because
I say do it, but then I'm a prick.
Yeah, but then obviously because Bunnings is because they don't want to lose customers.
They're really gonna lose customers. Let's be honest.
Yeah. See, like I'll go as far as like obviously if it's gonna be like people who aren't tradies and all that kind of stuff, I can understand that. But if it's gonna be for like a business power pass, I wouldn't say like it has to be it has to be your own personal. It's like no, if it's.
Beau.
Yeah,
you can't tell me that the 80, 90-year-old bloke that's coming in with a power pass is still working.
That's not. But who are we to say? That's the thing. If he says he's part of the business, he's part of the business. But if it's like if it's a personal,
he's part of the business. He's part of the business. Then he comes out with fucking plants and potting mix.
Well, then I was like Bunnings was saying like it's up to we're letting them in on the assumption that they're coming in to get their building supplies.
And what are assumptions?
That's what Bunnings is saying, though. I'm not saying... I know the fact that they're not coming in to buy shit, like, for work. I know that, but that's what they're doing. Bunnings is going on the assumption so that if they...
Okay, we need to change the subject because this is starting to set me off.
All right, back...
I've got a personal hatred for how...
Yeah, we all do. We all know how Bunnings fucking sucks.
No, here's the thing. The place, no. How they've been forced by their upper management to do this and go through, do this, and how they're allowing pretty much people that have no need to be there to come in. That's what sucks. They're like, I've talked to a lot of people in management in the stores, in the store management. They're like, we wish we could do more, but it would cost us our jobs if we did.
Yeah. Well, back onto the topic we were on about before.
Yep, I need more vodka.
More vodka. Back on, Sydney. So, I mean, and I'm pretty sure like pathologists and like, medical experts and all that have turned around and said like, that within like a month, within like a month's time, if Sydney doesn't get on top of like, doing like enforcing harder lockdowns just across the board.
No wonder I like this one. It's Japanese vodka.
Yeah, it's really nice. Where was it? They will hit like 3,000 cases a day if they don't get on top of it within like a month.
Yeah, lockdown's not going to end anytime soon.
It's because it's all fucking Sydney's fault that Queensland, Territory for a couple of days, the ACT, Victoria, even New Zealand's back into lockdown just because of fucking Sydney.
Because they took so fucking long to just do what they had to do.
They still haven't even properly locked down. They've only done like lockdowns for like the LGAs and shit.
LGA.
Local government areas. So by
now, here's the thing. Do a statewide lockdown. Make it so all places are deliveries only.
Well, that's the thing. Like, even though the state is technically in a lockdown, they're not locked down.
Yeah, I say they need to start being a lot stricter. I mean, hell, let's face it. I bloody get deliveries. If I can avoid going out, I do.
Yeah.
We might have to pause.
Yeah. Nah, just keep going. Fuck it. Whatever.
Okay.
If they'll hear this guy. If you're hearing it's a cat at the door who's like really wants to come in right now.
Yeah.
And like we're like, no, we don't want her in because all she's gonna do is
start meowing.
Yeah.
And craving attention, and thus
that scratching.
Yeah, that's all you're gonna hear.
Oh, that scratching is actually really funny.
That's why I was like, probably do a pause.
Okay, let's see how we go like in the next minute or two, and then if we have to, we might
do a quick pause.
Cut it, and then back into it. Yeah, but there's nothing else I could really honestly say about Sydney at this point. It's just
simple fact is they're not willing to go the whole hog when they needed to. Now it's coming back to bite them in the ass because they're still not doing what they have to do.
Yeah,
plain and simple.
Pretty much. And obviously, what else has been happening in the news lately this week as well? Obviously, what's been happening overseas in that particular region.
Yes. And I'm not sure how much we can actually talk about that, to be perfectly honest.
Honestly, like, it's like whether we're not going to get demonetized, we're not going to be... Okay, actually, we're going to have to... I'm going to do a cut at this moment right about here. Yeah, so...
Be back shortly.
Yeah, so basically, at the snap of my fingers, we should be back. And we're back. Yeah. I mean, like I said, like I was just about to say, like, there's no point, like, we're not going to be... we're not going to be monetized, demonetized, because we don't have the viewer base for it anyway, so it doesn't, like, matter what we say at this time. But obviously, it's what's happening over in Afghanistan at the moment.
And don't worry about the cat. All she got was a face full of water burnt by a squirty ball.
Yeah, just like...
Yeah.
But
she's going to be licking herself clean for the next half hour.
Yeah. But, I mean... Just like the whole situation that's happening over in Afghanistan, obviously with the mass evacuations because of the Taliban takeover.
And the worst part is what I haven't seen the video footage, but there were some things that happened that made me go, "Holy shit!"
Like I've seen a few where they're basically it's like
clinging to the side of airplanes as they're 300 feet up and then falling.
Yep, there's that. There's also like at the like barriers like of high walls and like United States soldiers like literally picking up like because people are handing up like children and babies, and then, like obviously the soldiers are just like, okay, we'll take them for you.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's like, oh no, we can't do anything. It's like, there's the thing. They force themselves in. The actual general populace want nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
they're trying to get out as any way they possibly can.
Yeah. Because they fear about the Taliban, what they're going to do and all that, which I can understand. And all that
completely
kind of
understandable.
So, and then I remember even going back a couple of month or two, maybe 3 months or whatever, right? And there's a bunch of current and ex servicemen and women in the Australian Army saying get the Taliban interpreters out, or not Taliban, Afghani interpreters out of Afghanistan. Yeah. And I was like, why has this been such a sudden issue right now. And now I can understand why it's been such an issue. It's because that, these people who, went above and beyond to, serve not only the Afghan people, but the Australian soldiers by, being interpreters for us and all that kind of stuff, now are at risk of, being persecuted by the Taliban.
Yeah, because they helped a foreign power in their country.
Well, in the eyes of the Taliban, the enemy, basically. So I understand why. And, obviously the public, even I'm in the views of I think, if these these interpreters, I wouldn't say, they don't deserve Australian citizenship, but they definitely deserve, some residency here in Australia, because these guys,
they put themselves and their families on the line.
Yeah, so whether they, and, over time become Australian citizens through the citizen program and all that, but they definitely should be given some residency, which I can now understand 100% why people are like, no, get them out of there.
Yeah.
And because now we have our fuckhead Home Affairs Minister, Peter Dutton, who is a fucking scumbag. He basically oversees anything to do with military and spies, like ASIO and all that kind of stuff. You know what he said in a couple of days ago, or a week ago, in a fucking press meeting? Oh, some of these interpreters have now aligned themselves with the fucking Taliban, so we've got no reason to bring him back over here. I'm paraphrasing it, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. They chose survivability.
Well, it's either what he's trying to implicate is that it's either one of two things. These guys have switched to the Taliban, like you said, to survive, to not be found out. Like, oh, actually, no, now I swear fealty to you now.
Yeah.
But it's also, I'm trying to find reasons not to bring over these fucking people, these brown people, to our country.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing. Like, he's a fucking scumbag for doing that. Like, no, like what we're saying, like this, these interpreters risk their lives to help us. And then you're just going to turn around and spit in their fucking face. Oh, you're a fucking, absolute fucking scumbag you are. Like, can you not see, these fucking people don't want to be there because they fear the Taliban. Even though the Taliban have been turning around going, oh, we're going to form a legitimate government, we're going to do this and this. I don't fucking trust them. Actions speak louder than words.
And right now, the actions they've done are really
That's what
bad.
I mean. Unless, the Taliban actually start, forming a legitimate government, start doing this and this and this. Fair enough. Okay, maybe they may be being honest about it. But I don't trust them. I honestly don't. They're fucking scumbags. Absolute fucking scumbags. And the fact that we have our Home Affairs Minister just turning and going, nah, not doing it. And then having months and months of notice, because there is no fucking way that ASIO did not inform the fucking federal government about this was going to happen as soon as you pulled out.
As soon as you pull out, shit's going to go sideways.
They're the CIA of Australia. They fucking know anything that's going to happen in months in advance. All the top generals and all that would have been telling you as soon as America and us and NATO and anyone else who went into Afghanistan start pulling out, this is what's going to happen. Oh, okay, well, we're not going to do anything. We're not going to do anything. Oh, no, Afghan have taken over Kabul. Oh, they're taking over Afghanistan. All right, now we get him out. We get him out.
And it's like, yeah, too little, too late.
I swear to God, Scott Morrison has the fucking reactions of a turtle. He's just so late on the draw every fucking time.
Well, I saw a nice little meme the other day. It's like, oh, look, Australia's going through another crisis. Guess what? I better go on a holiday to Hawaii again.
It's fucking slow-mo. That's what it is. ScoMo the slow-mo. Slow-mo ScoMo. Actually, I'm going to fucking put a tag. I'm going to go on Twitter and hashtag slow-mo ScoMo. Fuck him. He is... either fucking off to a holiday where he, during the fucking bushfires, during the worst bushfires ever in Australian history, at the start of the fucking pandemic, and another time during the fucking pandemic, he just fucked off every time.
Yeah.
When we needed him the most. And because of his fucking government, the whole JobKeeper now, oh, guess what?
No more JobKeeper. Oh, guess what? You're still going to be in lockdowns.
It's not so much lockdowns, because that's state issued and all that. But what it is this state JobKeeper. Oh, well, we're giving it to the businesses to pay out to the bloody people. Oh, now we're going to do the robo-debts. Oh, we're not doing robo-debts for the businesses that probably scammed us for it. We're going to do it to the fucking people.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, the businesses, they're claiming all this job seeker and all that, and they fired all their employees, but they're still claiming it.
Oh, well, clearly we know who to target. It's the fucking person who's fired and doesn't have the fucking money, who doesn't...
Yeah, I know.
Oh, This fucking liberal government, they are so evil. They wear their fucking hearts on their sleeves, man. They show their corruption. They show how fucking scummy they are.
I can't help it. I'm a Labour boy.
That's what I mean. Like, that's why I vote Labour. At least we stand by integrity.
We stand by the bloody. Well, let's face it. There's quite a few Labour that aren't exactly. Everyone's got their bad eggs.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone's got their shit.
Yeah.
But at least you know you got your ass covered with Labour.
Yeah, because they literally came from the whole idea of the Labour came
They came from working class.
They came from the unions.
Yeah.
That's where the party started from, was the union part. They were unions. And well, that's what I was about to say, like, you know, with the Labour, yeah, there's a few bad eggs, right? But
everyone's got them.
Yeah, but then I say with the Liberal, there's only a few good eggs.
Yeah.
And it really fucking shows. Like, and I swear to God, like, Liberals can't win the next federal election. They honestly can't, which is May next year. We have to do our federal election. And Labour,
is it May next year?
May next year, the federal election. So
Come on, bring it.
Yeah. So we have to.
Liberal.
Yeah. So which is either, you know, our choice between, you know, fucking Scott Morrison, which at this point, like, no one fucking likes him.
Nope. Like the one thing that's gonna be pretty bad though is because Dan Andrews, he's a Labour boy.
He as much
and he's gonna go bye.
Unfortunately, yeah. Like, as much as I hate to say, like, he is going to lose the next state, like, I'm still going to vote for him.
Yeah.
He's 100% got my vote, not only for, you know, what he's done with the lockdown, like, making these huge sacrifices and that, and obviously listening to experts and all that, but it's also because, like, before COVID, he created, like, thousands of jobs with these rail upgrades.
Yeah.
And, but unfortunately, no one's going to be able to see that.
Yeah, no one's going to see all the good he's done. They're just going to see... He's the one that's put us into lockdowns. Hey, at least he hasn't fucked off overseas during them.
That man...
He has stayed in bloody Victoria the whole time.
That man, before he had his fall and during the lockdown, he fronted the media for like 150 days straight, I think it was. It was between like 100 and 150 days straight.
Yeah. Every single goddamn day.
Getting pounded by media and getting questions and all that every day and then, you know, having him work early, starting early, working late, you know, talking to experts and all that. And you can see...
He tries.
And you can see the drain on his face at that time. Like, he looked fucked.
Look at him from before the start of lockdowns. Look at him now.
Yeah.
He's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah. Look at Scott Morrison.
Nothing's really changed. I'm going to go on holiday again. You guys can all fuck off.
Pretty much. Like, it just fuck. Oh, Scott Morrison, man.
Looks like I'm back off to Hawaii.
Like, you know that fucking government, that coalition. That's the coalition because it's the Liberal and Nationals.
Yeah.
Because they have to form together to form a government. Because Labor is all united, basically.
There's only one party I will ever properly stand behind. Come on, the sex party.
They actually got really good policies.
Yeah, I know. They've fucking like they're independents, but they're fucking good policies.
But you know that the coalitions, Liberal/Nationals, are fucked when you have Scott Morrison as your leader, and then you had Barnaby Joyce, who fucking basically got ousted because he was in an extramarital affair. In
other words, a lot of snoosh-noober.
Yeah, well, no.
A lot of snoosh-noober behind his wife's back.
Got ousted by Michael McCormick, who was an MP for, like, in my local area, Lockhart, I'm pretty sure, if I look it up. But I'm pretty sure he was in my general area. Gets ousted by him, who was like, okay, I can kind of respect him. Lose all of respect for him because he's an absolute fuckhead as well.
So I know it's easy to try and further his own career.
I mean, well, when you're deputy premier... but then he gets fucking ousted by in a leadership spill. Guess who becomes the next deputy prime minister after the spill? Barnaby Joyce comes back into it. And then, like, a week or two afterwards, he's doing the fucking, like...
Hey, it could be worse. Could be Billy Aris.
Oh, no. Well, fucking Barrel actually wants to do federal... He has ambitions to do federal MP.
Yeah.
And it all just depends on...
Before it comes to that,
yeah.
I can't say much because he's been known to target reporters and people that criticize him with severe lawsuits.
Dude, I've been criticizing him for like the last couple of weeks on Twitter. Like,
I know you've been having fun.
I'm trying to get blocked by him because everyone else is getting blocked by him. I want to get blocked by him. John Barilara's fucking blocked me already. All right, I want to be part of the club.
That's okay. Then I'll give you access to my Twitter since I hardly ever use it and go nuts.
Actually, I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna do it like after this episode. I'm gonna give you the fucking access to Twitter. I was meant to do it last week, but I completely forgot. I'm gonna give you access to my.
Yeah, he said he was gonna give me access to all our social media for this, and he's nah.
No, I forgot. All right, I'll do it.
That's because you've got the memory of a goddamn goldfish.
Yeah. And then you can start tweeting whoever you want or whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. That's the idea behind it.
We are gonna get blocked by multiple people.
Good, I want it. Fuck yeah. The blocking, the better.
I'm going to have so much fun. Oh, wait. Here's the thing. I need free time. And well, I've got a lot of free time, but the problem is I'm directing my free time.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's good back. Fuck. I think we're done with the news.
Okay, just before we're done with the news, Balearis, you're a cunt.
Oh, perfect, yeah.
And useless. You're as useless as a 5-cent hooker with AIDS.
In his opinion.
In my opinion.
Yeah. We're still waiting on for, like, obviously I've sort of been keeping up to date with, the...
And Friendly Geordie, I back you 100%.
Yeah, Friendly Geordie's come on our podcast. We'll love to have you on.
We are far too small for that. But yeah, mate, I'm backing you 100%. There's no doubt about it.
I think, I'm pretty sure, like, the majority of, like, millennials and Zoomers and all that, like, back him. Because, like, I think...
Mate, I'm an 87 baby.
Well, I think you're Gen X.
Yeah, I'm damn near borderline.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm an 87 baby, and I say I'm backing you 100%. There's no like, he wants to try and silence you for criticism and shit. And like, nah, fuck off. That's the role of a journalist. Deal with it. Suck it up.
Because the scary thing about it is this sets precedent in New South Wales and potentially on a federal level, a national level, in two different ways. One is good and one is bad.
The really bad one is that you can be prosecuted for opinions and criticism.
And also being, targeted by a special target, like, anti-terrorist.
He got anti-terrorist.
Of course.
A fucking journalist.
No, of course, which he denies. Of course, because he didn't order.
That's because you lick your own ass. Your head is so far up your own ass, you can lick your own tonsils.
Yeah, every time, I bet you, like, every time John, like, wipes his ass, he slips a finger up there just to make sure. Like, there we go.
Like, just some shit that he's been doing. I've started getting a newfound hatred.
So you
understand.
So you understand where I'm coming from when every time I see him, like, look, like we were saying, like, as he said before, like Brendan said before, like, I've sort of like renounced, being a New South Welshman, but because I'm a Victorian now.
And what's worse is you're a country boy, New South Walesman. And that's his precincts.
Monero, which he fucks over anyway because he doesn't give a fuck.
Have you heard what he wants to do to Mount Kosciuszko?
Of course. I've watched.
You've watched the same videos I have. Ooh, shit. That was close.
I keep up to date with Friendly Geordies.
I'm starting to get tipsy.
Good.
I haven't eaten.
But like that's the thing. Like serious at the moment. Like New South Welshman, born and raised. I lived in New South Wales from the moment I was born till about 21. I lived 18 years.
He's now 25.
Yeah. I lived in the country, for about 18 years of my life. Grew up on the river and all that kind of stuff.
Bush is best.
Yeah. And then I spent, living 4 years or about 3 or 4 years living.
Get to the point.
But what I'm trying to get at is New South Wales is still my home. And to watch it be fucked over like that is fucking disgraceful. The fact that, like, one man is willing to fucking destroy a fucking national park, is willing to steal fucking vaccines, he's willing to fucking fuck over the communities that virtually get him the fucking power to do what he does. It's fucking disgusting.
No,
Because he
100%.
clearly doesn't fucking care about the country. And it shows.
No, the only person he cares about is himself.
Yeah. Because did you watch the Bloodwater documentary?
No.
It's the 1 hour one on Friendly Geordies.
Okay, still need to watch that one.
Watch it.
Well, watch it tomorrow.
Yeah. Because one of his... Because as being a country boy and he being a national, he's also an electorate or an MP who represents an area where I visited a couple of times in my childhood, which was Wilcannia, which is virtually desert.
Mm.
And Wilcannia has the lowest life expectancy in the world. One of the lowest.
That would be quite surprising considering.
Yeah. And one of the issues as well is because it's also on the Darling, which, if you remember about a year or two ago, there was the blue-green algae, which was the massive fish kill.
Yep.
Yeah. So those people didn't...
Let alone all the damming and everything of the Darling River.
Well, the fucking cotton industry.
Yep.
Which is fucking disgusting. The fact that, like...
You want to steal water from people that actually grow food just for your cotton? Here, let me... burn your fields.
It's not so much that they're stealing water for other farms to grow, their plants. It's not. It's the fact that like they're stealing water away from communities that rely on the river for not only their water but for their food of like fish and wildlife and all that kind of stuff. Because it's actually in the video of the Bloodwater. Where
we won't get into it much then because I'm going to be watching it tomorrow.
I won't spoil it, but it's a really good... When he gets onto the Wilcannia part, you just watch it. It's really good. Okay, that's enough news.
Okay.
Back onto the good... Okay, Ghost of Tsushima. So you're in New Game Plus.
Yeah, New Game Plus. So pretty much all your enemies are elites.
Yep.
Yay.
And he's also just started the deal.
Just started the DLC.
Was it paid or was it a free DLC?
Paid.
Okay. How much was the paid?
I spent... $22, and I got it's a part of the director's cut.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I paid about $22 for it. It was so worth it. New animation for patting the fox actually rolls over on its back, and you pat its belly, and it goes all cute and shit. I've noticed there's new animation as well for sheathing your sword.
Yeah.
Then I've just gotten to the new island. I can't really talk much about it now because
without spoiler and shit.
No, simple fact is I've only just gotten fucking on it. You watched me.
No, that's true. Yeah.
How the hell am I supposed to spend loads? Like, I just started, and then it's like, oh, we're filming tonight. Well, I thought that was tomorrow.
Well, there's
tonight. You're a cunt.
Yeah. Well, there's 3 new things you can talk about that you've learnt about that bloody new island.
New charms, which was a given.
Maybe 4 things now.
New enemies, which are 2 new enemies.
The trifecta. Tri-enemies, as we call them.
Little fucking tri-elites that are already a pain in the ass. But honestly, like, for me, not so much, because I can counter anything. All it is perfect parries and you're good.
Yeah.
But like right now, there's 2 new enemies, and it's what we call tries. They do sword and shield. They do 2 swords, or they do spears. Now, in Ghost of Tsushima, every different enemy variant has a different stance to counter it. So spears, you got your spear, got stance for spears, you got stance for sword and shield, you got stance for swords, and you got your stances for brutes. These fuckers, you hit them once or you parry them. Next you know, I'm gonna change my thing. I'll put away one sword, pull out a shield, or put away my sword and shield and pull out a spear. And yay, thank Christ for perfect parries. And then there's fucking shamans.
Shamans,
same shit. They start chanting. Next you know, the enemies just no flinching. You whack them, they don't flinch.
Oh shit.
They don't flinch. They don't really take damage. They can't be put down. I perfect countered and used a special ability, and they didn't drop.
Okay.
Shamans are priority, and I can't headshot them. They've got metal mesh over their faces.
Fun.
I can't shoot them. They've got full metal armor over them, and they're spear users. And what's worse is they can't be a part of a standoff.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
I did a standoff, and it was 3 guys and a shaman. 3 guys who were a part of the standoff. Shaman fucker wasn't. And he's a spear user, though. So it's like, should be. God damn it.
No, they're going to give you a bit more of a challenge.
Yeah, it's going to be a pain in the ass, but yeah, I'll do it. But yeah, I'm just excited about a new area.
Yeah.
It's like new story, new area. Going. Can I do spoiler?
Yeah.
Spoiler for Ghost of Tsushima. Yay. Well, it's been out for 2 years. No.
A year.
A year. No.
It came out. No, it's about 8 months to a year. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Minor spoiler for Ghost of Tsushima, but very minor spoiler because it's just part of Jin's backstory. So Jin, when Jin's father got killed, he got killed by a bandit. Jin witnessed it, and then he felt shit because his father asked him to help him, and he cowered. Where his father died, and the bandit that killed him is his father died when putting down a rebellion on Iki Island.
Yeah.
And he brought his son with him. So Jin's returned to the place of his father's death.
Yeah, I told you, it's probably at the end you're going to have to face,
Even in the flashbacks, when I watched, even because it gives you another flashback of that scene that you've seen before when you're traveling to Iki Island.
Yeah.
No, it still just looks like a generic bandit.
But
it still looks like a generic bandit, so my guess it's just going to be Jin overcoming his memory and his feelings about it.
I guess that makes it a little bit. I think that makes it a little better than facing the guy that killed you.
Like what I'm noticing as well, like all through the main story of Ghost of Tsushima, you don't hear much about Jin's mother.
He's only recently just started talking about her.
That's when he came to Iki Island.
Okay.
So Iki Island, my guess, is a lot more significant to his past.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about his mother a lot more.
Yeah.
So my guess is you get a lot more information about his mum,
Yeah.
who died, I think before, I forget, because it's been so long since I played the story, I forget whether she died before or after his dad. I remember doing a cutscene where it was you go into your mother's, walk into your mother's body. But I think after his father's death.
Okay.
His mum died, so yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh well, see how it goes.
Yeah. Me, I honestly haven't been playing any new games.
No, Medieval Dynasty.
Yeah.
Your classic RimWorld.
RimWorld, yeah.
And you were playing Witcher and the Gwent Stanley.
Oh, the Gwent Stanley. Yeah, so I haven't played anything really new, so I can't really talk about much about with video games.
Yeah, I haven't even know. Like, here's the thing: we're starting to come up to the season for it, but I haven't heard much.
Of what?
We're coming up to the season for big releases starting to come out.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, I haven't heard much. But that's probably because Coof.
Yeah. A lot of it's gonna right now, obviously because America's in turmoil with their COVID numbers as well, but it's not really as reported as much because there's more people vaccinated than there are getting cases. But,
Whereas me, to get vaccinated, I really want to talk to my doctor because there have been cases of people with bad allergies having a really bad reaction.
Yeah.
So I have to be
with you, yeah, definitely talk it with your GP.
Yeah.
And you see what...
Basic rule. If you ever have doubts, talk to your GP.
Yeah. Whether it's going to be the AstraZeneca, whatever's best for you.
Yeah, I'll talk to him because here's the thing, my injections are almost done, so I have to make a new appointment anyway to do a reassessment.
Yeah, and then you can talk to him about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, but with movies and I noticed it's been real quiet on the front. Obviously, Dune. Yeah, Dune.
Dune, I really want that movie to come out.
It's gonna get pushed back, man.
I know.
Look,
right now,
the book's amazing. Or the series of books is
Dune is brilliant. I remember back from mid-90s.
Yeah. The first movie was...
Dude, I played the Command & Conquer version of the game.
Yeah. Yeah. That's going to get pushed back. Because they want a theatrical release on that one. And they also want that for an Oscar nod. They definitely want an Oscar nod for that.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, that's already starting to go downhill real quick and it hasn't even been released yet.
What happened with that one? I remember
There
seeing
are
something.
multiple things that happened with that one. Would you like to know?
Sure. Why
I've watched a lot
I mean,
of videos about this one.
Well, I mean, I've still got like 4 beers to finish. So you tell me.
Yeah. Okay. So Kevin Feige at one point turned around and said, "Oh, with the movie Shang-Chi, we're using this as a bit of an experiment to see how things go." Da 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 da.
The Asian market.
Chinese don't want this film. They're not interested at all. Like, it's already been proven with the surveys and all that.
Okay.
The main actor has turned around to Kevin Feige and tweeted.
Tweeted, yes.
Whatever. I'm tipsy.
Go on,
that
sorry.
we are not a effing experiment.
Okay, go on.
Let's face it, he's no longer going to be a part of Disney.
Feige.
No, the actor that plays.
Oh, but say, look, 'cause I'm pretty sure with well, you know.
No, let's face it, you badmouth the higher up in Disney, yeah, you're out. Like, let's face it, Scarlett Johansson's never going to work for Disney again.
Well, what, she was going to take him to court, and I'm pretty sure they're just going to settle out of court. Like, okay.
Yeah, more than likely, but she's never going to work for Disney again.
Well, apparently Warner Brothers has already approached Scarlett Johansson.
Good on you, WB.
And who was the Wonder Woman, the love interest?
Gal Gadot?
No. So the male.
Oh, I forget his name.
But you know who
I know who you're talking about. I haven't seen the US Wonder Woman film anyway.
It's also in the first one, the love interest guy.
Yeah, I still.
Yeah, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yes, you know what I'm like with names, so go fuck yourself.
Even I don't. That's what I mean. Even I don't know the name. So
Let's
you
go.
know what?
Yeah, continue.
Well, he's apparently been approached by Marvel, so it's kind of like
nice.
It's kind of like a trade. But yeah, so
No, here's the thing. Wonder Woman is Marvel. Oh no wait, Yeah,
DC.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
So
I'm tipsy. Go fuck yourself.
yeah. So Shang-Chi. So Asians don't want it. He's like not.
They were doing Shang-Chi to try and appeal to the Asian market. They've turned around and said, "Haha, yeah, go fuck yourself. We're not interested."
The guy's like, we're not an experiment, and there's 2 other things, like, apparently.
Yeah, not an experiment because Kevin Feige turned around and said, "Yeah, we're doing this as an experiment." He basically told Kevin Feige to go fuck himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, Asian market. They were mainly doing it for Asian market. Asian market turned around and said, "Yeah, we're not interested." So and yeah, the latest Suicide Squad started to plummet real hard.
Okay, with the Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad, it looks
the Suicide Squad.
It looks better than Suicide Squad. It looks better. I feel like there's a more coherent story.
Yeah, I need to find out more information. But right now, everything that I've seen is a lot of people reporting that it's going down hard.
What do you mean?
Audience scores and all that.
Okay. What? No Jared Leto.
No, I don't. Like I said, I need to look into it more.
It's a joke, man. Like, Jared Leto fucking sucks.
Oh, as the Joker, fucking definitely.
No, just Jared Leto in general fucking sucks.
No, he's done some good movies.
One good movie. He's only ever done one good movie. Dallas Buyers Club. That's the only good one.
I'm pretty sure wasn't he in What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
He was still terrible.
No, that's a fucking brilliant film.
Yeah. To each is their own.
Yeah, it was probably before your time anyway.
But well, I don't know what the fuck's going on with Kevin Feige, mainly with the MCU at the moment, because they're obviously in Phase 4 right now.
Like, here's the thing, I will say, like, honestly, they need to release a trailer for Far From Home.
No Way Home.
No Way Home. They need to release a trailer. They've said, no, we're not going to do trailers, you're going to have to. If you don't, it's going to bite you in the ass.
Oh, wait.
But
no. I know what he's doing.
Mm.
No, we're not going to do it.
No.
Actually, no, here you go.
No, here's the thing. They're going to, from what I've heard and from what's been reported, is they're only going to be showing trailers at some sort of convention. Within 5 seconds of that having been shown at a convention, it'll be online fucking everywhere.
Dude, that would be live streamed straight away.
Damn straight it will be.
Like,
Don't fuck with comic book fans.
See, like,
Don't fuck with fans.
What's the point of edging someone at this point? Like, you know, we're already at, like, you know, at this point of climax. We want
And
this.
here's the thing, it's a Sony film, and I'm sorry, but you're
Is
going to
it
have
Sony
to...
or is it Marvel?
No, it's Sony. Sony have full rights, still have rights to Spider-Man as in movie franchises.
But the Tom Holland one is that
No,
MC?
still Sony.
I know that.
Sony's doing No Way Home.
Oh, no shit. So why the fuck isn't Sony?
And they also did Far From Home.
Okay. Yeah.
Sony's still in control of Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with
So it's going and let's face it, Sony's Spider-Man movies right now have been fucking mint.
Yeah, I guess.
Tom Holland Spider-Man is fucking
Well, that's
mint,
more.
yes?
That was more. But you know that was more MCU influence.
That was
over
Disney influence, but it was Sony directed.
Yeah, but it was more MCU controlled. That one was. It was just like, you know, Sony sort of like, look, we'll just throw a name on it, sort of thing.
Far From Home was brilliant, and that was all Sony.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, like, I just don't know what the fuck's going on with Kevin Feige at this moment. Like,
No, I
reckon he's really got this sort of like power complex going on. Right? It's like, I don't have to do this. I can do this. I can. Oh well, you know this.
Oh, so he's having a Kevin Smith moment.
Oh, Kevin, or fucking He-Man.
Oh yeah, there's plenty I could say.
What is it? What is it with like Kevin Smith, Josh Whedon, fucking Zack Snyder, like being sort of like dubbed like king of the nerds, like, and they have like this sudden like superiority complex. Like, I know what the fucking nerds are. I'm like, fuck off, you don't. Look at Josh Whedon. What was the last movie he directed? He fucking helped with Zack Snyder's
Justice League.
Justice League, which, you know,
still haven't seen the
4 hour cut. I don't even want to, man, because
honestly right now the one thing that I'm actually interested in watching is Mortal Kombat still.
Yeah.
I might get it on Amazon Prime.
And then you look at bloody Zack Snyder's actual proper release, which was Army of the Dead that you watched.
It was shit.
Yeah, and then you look at fucking Kevin Smith, who fucking directed the He-Man fucking animated.
I have actually watched it.
The He-Man. I can already tell by your reaction. It's like, oh man, that's if I could literally.
I wanted to drink cyanide.
Oh yeah, I can.
It's not the He-Man show.
What is it?
It's not He-Man. It's the Talia show. He-Man dies.
What in like episode 1?
He gets killed.
What, episode 1?
I think it was episode 3.
And how many episodes in the series?
I think it's 12.
Oh, for fuck's sake. He-Man. Oh, dead.
And Talia's more pissed off that He-Man didn't tell her he was He-Man than the fact that one of her best friends just got killed.
Whatever. Okay. Like,
and she's got a girlfriend.
I don't like these king of the fucking nerd guys. Like, I don't.
And he killed another fan favorite.
Yeah. I don't even know anymore. I just don't fucking know.
Kevin Smith is a lying piece of shit.
All three of those guys are fucking pieces. Uwe Boll, who doesn't direct films anymore.
And here's the thing: as soon after all the bullshit, all the media turned around and went from defending him to saying, "Nah, it's a really shit show." As soon as the hype died down, media's just backtracked. Netflix has.
Yeah. Oh, that's where the wind's blowing.
Netflix has as well. It's no longer Netflix are no longer recommending it. They're actually trying to hide it away in a corner.
Yeah. Putting it in the poop pile where the animals go to poop.
Yeah, there's a few shows I can think of that can go there.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, here's a question for you.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
So,
that was a good one.
Okay, in the last week,
yep.
What is the worst trailer for game and or movie and or TV series and or anime that you've seen?
Here's the thing. I don't watch many trailers.
But anything... Okay.
No, I really don't watch trailers. I only watch trailers when something really catches my attention, and right now nothing's really caught my attention.
See, I was hoping you'd have an answer, because I already know what my worst one I've seen is this week.
Yeah.
The Godzilla one that you showed me.
Oh, the Godzilla. Yeah, the Netflix Godzilla. Keep in mind, there is a 3-part Godzilla thing on Netflix that is fucking brilliant.
The CG animated one is actually really fucking good.
Really fucking
We're
good.
talking about the newest one, like the one that's coming out very soon.
No, it's been out for over a week.
So this one's like the actual proper animated version where it looks like a cross between it's like Godzilla fucked a pig.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. That's not a trailer. I've seen that trailer ages ago. You just wanted to watch the trailer and I was like, here you go.
Yeah, I've never seen that trailer. Because my Brendan was like, "Oh, there's a new Godzilla."
There's a new Godzilla, but didn't I tell you straight off the bat? It looks like shit.
I was like, "Okay, it's me, right? Let me be the judge," because
he agreed with my opinion. Because
I wouldn't say agreed, but I understood where you're coming. I know
he has no faith in my opinions when it comes to things.
No, this is the one time I actually agreed with you. He's like, no, this looks like a piece of shit.
It's more than one time.
What? It took me, like 10 seconds? Did you see that?
I turned around to you and said, it's shit.
No, like the look on my face was like, oh, I need to get closer to the camera.
And he's like, okay, what's Godzilla look like? What's Godzilla look like?
So, I'm going
to... He's doing something stupid, don't worry.
Can you face your mic towards me? Just like... There we go. So my face when I was watching this trailer was okay.
And it's at this moment he realized they fucked up.
Yeah, it was not that I fucked up; it's they fucked up.
Yeah, in front of you, dipshit.
Fuck off. Yeah, so...
if I were you, I'd untangle it from around your legs before shit goes sideways real bad. No, down. There you go. And your other leg. Good boy. Good boy.
Yeah. That was a fucking... and there was a trailer that I watched today because I was laying in bed before I got up and had my sandwiches and all that.
He wakes up and next you know it takes him an hour to get his ass up.
Yeah, I like to just lay in bed because sometimes, because there's always that 50-50 chance that I'm like, oh, I might just go back to sleep. Or I might
have no idea how he does it.
Yeah. So, and there was I don't know how old this fucking trailer is. This movie literally could have been about fucking 4 or 5 years ago. And the trailer was basically, okay, the premise of the movie, because they literally just say it within the first bloody 30 seconds of the trailer, where it's basically there's a
fucking get to it, boy.
I don't know how to put it. It's literally a retard that has a child.
So a mentally ill person has a kid.
No, they actually say retard.
Ooh, that's gonna come back and bite them. Yes.
And he has a child who's 7 years old, and he has the mindset of a 7-year-old. And he's
I'm pretty sure I know exactly which.
I Am Sam. It's
good.
I
knew. I've seen the movie. It's actually fucking good.
It's actually good.
Yeah.
It actually does look really good.
It's Dakota Fanning plays the kid.
Yeah,
she was a really good child actor.
Honestly, nearly all the movies she's been in, she's a really good.
She Man on Fire.
She's a really good child actor.
Man on Fire.
Yeah. But she's gonna be fucked up by the time
she hasn't been a part of Hollywood for quite a few years now. She's done all small stuff. She's not done anything big. Since Twilight.
Good. Yeah, no, because I was about to say
she was one of the vampires in the Breaking Dawn movies.
Okay.
So she was a part of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but she
hasn't done anything really since.
No, she's actually been I reckon give her a couple more years, let her stay in the independent scene and all that kind of stuff. She'll
come back hard.
Yeah, she'll be a really good actor. But I just remember watching it and the movie just about he's a retard and he has a daughter. I'm like, what?
It's actually a really good film.
The trailer looks good, but the way that
how they present it.
I'm like, oh god. I mean, I can tell it's a really uplifting story about. Even though he's mentally deficient, he should be able to care for this child regardless. Because I think in a way, because they sort of premise the fact that like he understands like this is my child and I'm meant to care for her.
Yeah.
Like, but because the law says, you know, the law says because you're technically an idiot, you can't fucking...
No, one of the main precepts is basically your daughter's about to pass you in mental capacity.
Yeah. That much I could, like, you know, because like part of the trailer was like, what if she turns 8? What if she turns 11? What happens when she turns 13? You know, she's going to be fucking smarter than you. He was like, well, no shit, he's retarded.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Pass me your beers. Pass me 4X. Cause...
You want to punish yourself just for buying this? Just for buying 4X, I say you should be punished.
That fucking Pat's Blue Ribbon is actually really good,
yeah,
man.
okay, so save the other Pat's Blue Ribbon for the...
That's going to go for last, I can tell you that much.
See, I'm done.
Yeah. But, yeah, so you haven't watched any other trailers or anything?
No, I'm not really big for trailers. Like, unless something really, really piques my interest, I'm not big for trailers.
Yeah. Well, what have you been watching on, like, Netflix or something lately?
No,
Anime?
Really not Anime Lab, unfortunately, because
Funimation, I know.
Anime Lab have joined with Funimation, and problem is Funimation's website is a fucking mess. I still can't load my queue, so my videos that I've lined up to actually, like, videos that I've added to my queue, like series and all that, so I can just go into them. My queue won't load. Every now and then when I press for next episode, it skips like 3 episodes. There's still a lot of anime that don't have all their episodes on there. Like, not like they don't have all the episodes of like the whole next season or something. They actually go like from episode 1 to episode 4 to then they might have 5, 6, 7, and then, oh look, now we're up to episode 10. Funimation needs to pull... Like, here's the thing. Anime Lab was fucking brilliant. I fucking loved Anime Lab. How they set it up, how they did it. You didn't have to leave full screen mode. It just automatically played straight away. Like, it was, I think I'll just tap the next one. It didn't it loaded the next video while you're still in full screen mode and just started the next episode. And it changed your website in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I have very strong feelings about this.
Okay.
They've just ruined my most enjoyable anime side.
Okay. So we're going to go the way of OnlyFans, and we're going to go NSFW at the moment. Hentai. What was the last hentai series you've watched?
I watched Dojin. I read Dojin.
Okay, what's the last Dojin you read at the moment? Because I've got a hentai that I've watched recently that piqued my interest, and I watched it for some fucking reason.
I read a oh shit. I honestly don't really remember the Dojin I read for obvious reasons.
Okay, what is the most memorable Dojin then for your sake? To keep this topic going, because
Penis Summers Powers.
All right, elaborate.
It's funny as shit.
All right, I mean we've got some time to talk about it. Go for it.
Do we have time because you don't want me to eat?
Well, I haven't eaten either.
Yeah, and you want to carry this on until everything's closed.
Oh, that's true. Okay, well, fine. This is the final topic for the night.
Because what time is it?
Quicker. Oh, wait, no, you don't.
Almost 9 o'clock, so most everything's going to be about to be closed. We've been going for an hour 40.
Okay, well, let's get... Well, talk about yours and then I'll talk about mine. And we'll end it there.
Yeah. Penis Summers Power is basically a village in the mountains of Japan. They summon a giant penis statue and all of that. And, it's basically, it goes pop. It brings vitality to all the field, and a kid that's coming back to where his where his mum or dad are from, and he's decided to move in with his aunt, and obviously shenanigans happen. Next, he's basically fucking half the town.
Oh, okay. So something very generic in a way.
He became the incarnation of the penis arms powers. It's funny as shit, though.
Fair enough. My one is, how do I put this? It's basically two guys that are friends, and one of them turns into a chick because of a curse. And
I've read that one.
but he keeps turning.
I've read that one.
You have read that one?
I've read about 3 different things that are on the same pretext, so more than likely, yes, I've read that one.
Well, the thing is, though, the guy can turn back into a guy. The only time he turns into a girl is whenever he thinks of a girl that he wants to fuck.
Yeah, I've read that one.
Yeah, I just find it fucking funny because, like,
There's about 3 or 4 that I've read that have the same premise.
yeah, but I find it funny is because, like, obviously, he turns into a girl, he doesn't know what's going on. Then his friend comes along and then has relations with him, and then turns back into a guy and then continues to have relations with him as a guy. And I'm sitting there just going, why the fuck am I watching?
Then what happens when he stops liking the girl and thus can't turn into a girl?
Along that line, yeah. All right, take us out. Get a drink.
Thank
in your
you,
hands.
lady. Go fuck yourself.
No, you need a drink in your hand for there.
Yeah.
It's just for the.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for the Standard Drink with your hosts, Brendan and Beau.
Yep, and as always, guys, don't forget to leave a like on the video, comment, share it around to your friends.
Fingers crossed we get at least one that gets off. Granted, we're going to have people digging through our previous lives.
Yeah. Oh, you know how many videos the last video got?
Views, you mean?
No, likes. Because remember, 20 likes and you had to do a shot of rum?
Yeah.
2 likes.
Ha!
So no shot for him, but I'm gonna go 20 likes again.
No.
No, come on.
No.
Aw, no fun. All right, 20 likes and he has to shotgun a 4X.
Would you like me to kick you in the balls with steel cap boots?
30 likes and I shotgun a fucking 4X then.
Good boy.
How's that? Okay, so 30 likes. No. I'm gonna be fairer on this one. I'm gonna even fairer. 10 likes on this video. And I have to shotgun.
No, it's not fair because it's basically clickbait.
Fuck it. No, it's fair. 10.
You're gonna give it a clickbait title.
Exactly. So what? Then I have to shotgun a beer.
20.
20 likes on the video and I shotgun a 4X. How's that? All right.
With a dash of tequila.
And then I can't shotgun unless you're literally pouring the.
Yep.
All right. I shotgun a beer while he's pouring a tequila shot at the same time.
I'm putting a tequila shot into the beer
No,
and he's sculling it.
No, I have to.
No, like I said, I'm pouring a shot of tequila into the beer and you're sculling it.
How the hell am I meant to shotgun it?
We're just pouring it all into a glass.
All right, fair enough. So
chugging away.
Okay, so 20 likes.
20 likes.
And
And
then
he will scull a 4X beer with a shotgun with a shot of tequila in it.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And as always, stay tipsy, guys.
Stay tipsy, people.